Welcome to the next tutorial in the series of Python scripting. In this tutorial, we'll try to work on two options. One is adding some arguments so that we can create new objects, and the next one is creating a slider where a user can add the values of the radius or something else. These are two simple examples tutorials which we'll do, and we can take it forward in advanced way gradually. So hope you'll learn more in this part or in this tutorial. The only thing is a practice. Okay, let's start. You must remember this one. We did it in last session. Now, first thing, I just delete everything. I'll start from scratch. Let's take input maya dot cmds as mc. Then I'll create my window. I'll put names like window. See, when you're using as a variable name, there's no problem here. That's one of the best advantages. Python mc dot window bracket. I'll give some internal name like test. Okay, come back here. Test win, and the title of my window is, let's take arguments. Okay, and width some 300, height 300. Next line, mc dot column layout. Layout bracket adj, that is adjustable, true. Right, now next one, mc dot show window. You can see the commands, everything is like in canvas base. Okay, show window. Which window? You can give this name, you can give this name. If you are using this name, you should put it in quotes. If you are using this name, you can just paste it like this without any quotes. Now run this command. Boom, you got the window with arguments. I'll just put underscore argument. Okay. Now the next step is that here before here we'll put, if it's open all things, we should run this command. Make an habit. Okay. If mc dot window, which window? Yes, this window, comma, access true. Okay, we are checking if it's access column. Then delete UI that window. Now run this command. We got this one. Okay. Now here I'll put some text. Can put some give details of width, height and depth. We can put anything. Just give the details of WH and D. Right? Now that's done. Now here I'll create a button. mc dot button, and that button label is create a cube. Okay, and what's the cube? I'll create a command, and that command is make cube. You can do anything, just give it make cube brackets done. But where's that make cube? It's not there. Now what we'll do is we'll define a new function, that is make cube. Okay, now I'll create my polygon cube. I'll just make an habit, always put the objects in any variables, always. That's always good. So mc dot poly cube. Right. Now let's run this code to test it. Boom, it created a cube. What is this? Everything is already there. Okay. You must be in the drum. You said that we can add width and height as arguments. How? So that's what I'll show you. Here in this make cube, I'll put w I d width hei I'll put all short one. Height, depth. These are the three things which I give. Here I'll put width equals to wid, comma, height equals to hei, comma, depth equals to dep. It's up to you, and I'll put some name also. Name equals to box. Now let's run this command. It said, oh, you gave me 3 arguments, but whereas your cube doesn't have any argument. So in this thing, you can feed your arguments. Let's take, I want a width of 5, I want a height of 8, and depth of 5. Now let's run this command. Boom. Okay, you got it? Now let's check it out. With 5, 8, 5 and 5. It's up to you. Let's check. I want to move it. Move it 4 units. So I can just come here. I put MOV, a new thing, and say mc dot mov. I want to move it in y-axis, so 0, comma, I'll put mov, okay, mov, comma, 0, comma, I'll put, which one should it move? It should move the cube. Now let's run it. This is 4 arguments, you have given only 3. So here, the next one is, we have to move it. I'll put 4. I'll delete this one. Boom. Okay. So this is how we give the arguments. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. Take some break, practice this lesson, pause it, practice it. Okay, I'll start the next topic now. That is, we'll create a window, we'll create a sliders. Okay, we'll go for these sliders, but not on this one, we'll work on different one. We'll create a sphere and we'll create a slider asking the slider to give us like a user will feed us. This one is we are here. Now as a user, you need to give the feedback that I need this radius. So what I do, I want all these things. So I'll just copy these commands. New tab. Because I'll just change this thing. W. I'm just changing it because now it's R window, that is radius window. Paste it, paste it. I'm just changing it because I don't want it to clash with Hi, sorry to take, I had to take some break. Okay, we get back. I did say that I use the same way commands and all the stuff. I change the radius, this radius window, title as input array, and in MC text I just choose the radius, and the button is create a sphere, and our window. If I run this command, it should play. Okay? No, don't copy into this thing. Will these later works. Okay? I'll wait for a couple of seconds so that you can see the command. There's nothing changes. I didn't do any new thing. Right. Now we'll create, before this text, after the text and before the button, we'll create one command called mc dot int capital SLIDER capital GRP int slider group. Okay, if you come here, you can see int slider. This is the command, and there's so many synopses and loads of flags. Okay, important things I'll explain you, and after this you can do some research. Important thing is always is a label. My label is I want the radius. Okay, and then min, that minimum value is 0, maximum is I want 10 to be the my radius, then comma. Okay, we'll test it first. Okay, minimum and maximum. If you run this command, you got this thing, but you can't see anything. Okay? It's radius, but what's the value? I can't see anything. To see that one, you have to just come here, put f equals true. F is field. You can type FIELD equal to, but I like short names. Now you can see this. You see, that's perfect. But now the thing is that I can't leave it like this. I need to assign a variable. Let's take I'll put my summer today radius equals. So assign all this inside a group command to my radius. So I can use this to find the radius value and assign to my new sphere. Now I'll come back to my definition. I'll just delete everything. Create a new definition. Okay. Define. I'll say my sphere. Now we know that all this in slider group is giving us the value of the radius. So I'll put my final radius, okay, equals. I'll use copy this all this command of in slider group. Generally I don't need anything. I can just delete all the flags. Now it's giving the information. Now we have to get that one. So mc.field slider group here. From which slider we need to get it? There may be loads of sliders. Let's say if you're creating cube, we'll have radius, height, width and depth. So we'll have 3D. So here this is what it should look into it. It should look for my radius slider and it should query it. So q equals true. What's this querying? It's querying v. V's value equals true. So when it's querying, whatever value you are feeding in, that value will be assigned to my radius. I'll come back down. I'll put like Paul equals mc dot Paul sphere bracket r equals this one. I'll put some name also. I don't like leaving it for normal thing. Okay. Now ball is the MC. Now here in the button, create a sphere is the name and command equals my sphere faces. Now let's run the command. Now we got this thing. I'll minimize this one. My radius is, let's take 5. Create a sphere. Radius is 5. Okay. Let's take, if I create 1, 1, 8, 8. And you can see it's ball, ball 1, ball 2. Somehow I don't like ball, ball 1. I want ball 1, ball 2, ball 3. How to do it? It's once again simple. Just in front of ball, put hash and run the command. To ball 1, ball 2. Can you see? So it's not starting with ball. So you have seen that how the small things can help you and start working on it. So what we learned today? We learned how to use arguments in the code. Also, we learned how to give some inputs like using in slider group. I showed you how to work on radius. I hope you'll work on creating a cube, a cylinder and all the stuff. Okay, that's good. And see you in the next lesson. Bye.